on now, touch me, baby.
You guys are chumps.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about... Alright, the future is here. Let's talk about holograms.
Yeah, holla to all the holograms.
So, what started this is, there was... I guess there was some metal fest. Like, classic rock metal fest.
Oh, yeah, what we started talking about this was because of the classic metal thing. Because I think they did Michael Jackson originally in hologram.
They did Michael Jackson, they've done Tupac, and now they have Ronnie James Dio, which, if you don't know, I know Tyler doesn't.
I certainly don't.
He was a part of the... I think his band was just Dio. And he sang, like, Holy Diver.
Nice.
Honestly, Holy Diver is the only song I know from him.
Yeah, boy.
Holy Diver! Okay. Here we go. How holograms work.
So is this the official holla? First they play Holla Back Girl. Then they...
Holla back.
Yeah. And then it says, I ain't no Holla Back Girl. And then they say, I am a hologram girl. And then bam, just like that, reality twist and a hologram shows up. It's really... They really don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like magnets where nobody knows why it works, but it works.
Yeah, man.
That's the unofficial way that
fucking magnets.
Work.
How do they work?
So what wisdom do you have on me, Tom? Because I am not on the subject with this
I'm still trying to...
I've got 30 seconds. Time to wrap my head around advanced graphical interfaces. Not for nothing. Maybe I'll just read this physics books while I'm waiting.
Yeah. Dude, there's this hologram lead singer of this Japanese band. I think they had them on like David Letterman or something, and it was weird. It was a bit weird.
Now, I never got to see what they did with live Gorillaz performances. Wasn't that kind of just like not animatronic, but mocap, where they had like people playing in the background and then had the mocap, like piece together sprite-looking people playing in the foreground? Is that how they played that?
Did they?
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd have to look it up real quick then. So Gorillaz, which you heard Gorillaz, they're bringing them back, right? They're making a new album.
What?
Yeah, boy.
Honestly, I didn't like The Fall, which I think is their newest album. I didn't really like that album.
And they were gonna end it there, but they decided not to.
Good. I want to hear more.
Okay, they totally did. So they made 3D sprites that they're able to manipulate, and then just did mocap, and that's how they did their live performances. So that's kind of cool. I like that. That's obviously not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about holograms.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the hell this shit works.
All right, if you want to keep figuring out how that works, I'm going to explain to the audience. This is coming back to last recording about my love for seltzer. I've actually looked into getting a CO2 tank and starting to make my own seltzer, for...
Wait,
just
really?
for the fact... Yeah, dude. All you really need is a CO2 tank, like a regulator, and then some way to, pump the CO2, pressurize it in a container, and then shake it up and have it combined with the water. It's really, for what I'm seeing, it's not as complicated as I'm making it sound right now. And once I get all those parts, piece it together, it's gonna save me a lot of money in the long run, because seltzer is expensive. I'm gonna be having fresh seltzer, never have to worry about it being flat or anything. You can make all sorts of things with it. That's the reason why it's so expensive. You have to do it in order to make beer, soda. I could make those things myself now, and that's the cool thing. I really like the San Pellegrino sodas juices. They're kind of like orange juice combined with seltzery sugar water soda type things and carbonated, and it's great. All you gotta do is pour some freaking vodka, rum, any of that kind of stuff into it, and you have an instant mixed drink. And as well, I just like sweet drinks in general, so I drink that for days. But I can just start making that for myself. Screw paying $1.50 for a 16-ounce can. I'm paying $15 to refill this 10-gallon tank every once in a while, and living large.
Wow.
So, it's probably going to lay me back a couple $100 to make it happen, but once I put in that investment, it's all downhill from there.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I'm all about it.
Okay.
Did you figure out the holograms?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
it's not a hologram.
Okay, what is it then?
It's a 2D version of the image where it's pretty much they project the image onto like an invisible an invisible screen. Yeah. And they just project it.
Okay, so that is basically what they're doing with Gorillas then. If you look up Gorillas live show, you'll see an example of it. And that's... Okay, cool. So, like... Alright. Obviously not holograms.
So,
we're getting closer, though.
The future yet.
Yeah.
We don't...
It's the current day right now. It's not the future.
I want, like, Star Wars holograms where it's like I can have a mini you, like, pop up.
A mini you? Oh,
like,
yes.
Mini
Okay,
Tyler pop up on my desk.
I thought you were talking about like you want some Star Wars figures and holograms, but no, you're talking. You want the future. You want the Star Wars future where, you have like your little Princess Leia pop up or whatever. Yeah, I mean sounds like it should be doable in the near future. I mean, at least a cheap enough way to make it consumer friendly. Because I know there's ways to make holograms, but it requires a lot of build around, and they're not true holograms.
Right.
It's basically what they're doing here, except in a 3D environment.
Well, what really makes a true hologram?
I'd say that it needs to come from a singular source and doesn't need to be projected. That's just my look on it.
I think it needs to be projected, but you have to be able to wave your hand through it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of another way to say it. It doesn't have to be projected onto a source. Because, I mean, if you're not running your hand through anything, you're not running your hand through a source.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not a source, but like a screen or whatever. I don't know the words that come out of my mouth. You think I think before I talk? That's like the opposite of what I do.
Yeah, man. That's what makes this podcast so great, is that we never think before we, like, say stuff.
Yeah.
That's
kind of how I live my life. And I have no regrets. No regrets.
That's how you get far in life.
That's how you get far in life.
Never think about anything ever. Just...
Mm-hmm. Now, you said far in life, right? Not foreign life?
I said far.
Okay.
No, foreign. That's how you get
foreign. Yeah, I mean, like, you just keep doing this, and eventually people give you tickets to other places and other countries. That's how you get foreign life.
Become a foreigner.
Yep.
Okay.
Like that band, Cold as Ice? Yeah, foreigner.
Yeah.
I like streaming together nonsense. That's my favorite thing. If I could learn to crochet and nonsense could be abstracted into a physical medium, I would totally